Hi guys, welcome back. Flossmas day 3. Firstly, I want to thank you for all of the support. I've had some lovely DMs saying that people are really happy that I'm doing Flossmas again, and it has been really nice. So thank you so much to you guys. So as I said at the start, I'm filming this a day early. So for me, it is currently the 2nd of December. So I started yesterday trying to make a list of anyone who I saw watching who was doing a Flossmas, so that way I can have a list of people that I can go and watch. So if you guys are watching Flossmas, please let me know down in the comment section who you are watching, because I would really love to try and get a list going of people that I can follow along during this Flossmas period. So I have been at work all day today. It's been quite a busy day, but I have managed to get a little bit more stitching in since yesterday. So the first thing is I have been working on the Nordic Holiday Countdown, which is by Evertote, Roxy Flossco and Modern Folk Embroidery. So I did manage to get day 2 all stitched up, which is this green element down here. I absolutely really love the colour. So this was First Frost, which is the one that we got for day 2. So I've managed to stitch that one. I'm really enjoying this. I really do like the way that it is laid out. I'm not so much keeping up with watching the videos. I haven't watched the video that went along with this one, which was about a museum, but I am enjoying this, and it is bite-sized chunks. So even though I've been at work today, I managed to get this one stitched up in about half an hour today when I was on a break. So yeah, it's working out quite well. And then last night I started another one of the Mill Hills. So I've done 2 recently. I've done Clara and I've done the Nutcracker, and now I'm working on the Sugar Plum Fairy. And I actually managed to get a lot of stitching done. This was last night and this morning before work. So I've managed to get all of the actual stitches done on the body, and I'm currently working on the legs. So I really do love these frames. I have mentioned before, these are Wonderland craft frames. I get mine from Create Nostalgia. I have 3 different sizes. I have the one that fits the I think it's 6x6, the larger Mill Hill kits on perforated paper, and these 2 are the smaller ones. These fit the ornaments really well, and it is just so easy to be able to hold on to the wood rather than having to hold on to the perforated paper, or I can put these in my stand. So I'm really enjoying that. I'm going to finish off the stitching. I'm not going to do it tonight because I'm absolutely knackered. So I need to finish the stitching on the legs, and then the legs will then be finished, and I just have to do the beading on her body. But I am really enjoying Mill Hill kits because of these frames. Trying to stitch on these before, I really struggled. One, I don't like sorting out thread, which, okay, isn't the end of the world. I can get through that. But I really don't like having to try and stitch holding the perforated paper. It was just too thin for me. So having these frames has really made a huge difference. And now I really enjoy stitching Mill Hill. So, and they do stitch a lot quicker than any other piece. So I really am enjoying that. So that is all of the stitching, which, when I say that's all the stitching, it kind of makes me feel like I haven't really done much. But as I filmed less than 24 hours ago, actually maybe it's a little bit more than 24 hours ago, but I mean, I did sleep as well last night. I feel like that's enough stitching. So let's jump in with the advent calendars for day 3. So the first one I'm going to open is the Innocent Bones advent calendar. And in today's one, what is this? Oh, we have some iron on patches that say I love cross stitch. Those are quite cool. I think they are both iron on. One has got like a fabric backing and one's got a plasticky backing. So I'm not sure if they're both iron on patches, but definitely at least one of them is. But that's quite nice. I love cross stitch. You could iron that onto a project bag. I do apologise. I feel like I'm losing my voice. It is late here. It's currently 11:15 at night. Right, let's go to the KLT charting, and I've got a thread today. So I've got my little chocolate. I'm going to balance that up there. And then today we've got one called 3 French Hens, and it is a gorgeous, it's showing up more yellow on camera. It's like a straw yellow brown. But on the camera it's showing up brighter. It's more muted than that. I wonder if maybe if I hold it against the fabric. No, that's still showing up brighter. It's not as bright as this. It is like a straw color, but on my screen it's showing up a lot brighter than that. Cottage garden threads. I'm loving these. I mean, I really do love cottage garden threads, and I need to start using the threads a lot more in things. I have got a few things kitted up that I want to start next year that I've put the cottage garden threads into, but it's one of those where I think they're just so gorgeous that I never actually want to use them up, because I keep going, well, I'm not going to be able to get the same. There is always more thread out there. Oh, this is nice. We've got a darker one today. We've got elderberry, which is showing up darker on the screen. That might be a little bit more true to colour. It's a variegated blue. I do love the variegation in these. I really do like the variegation, especially when it's the single colour ones. I know they do other ones which features multi-colours, which are quite nice, but elderberry is a really dark blue. Absolutely love that one. And then Evertote and Modern Folk embroidery. Ooh, okay, so day 3 doesn't say what the surprise is, it just says a little video over on the channel. And day 3 is this pinkish red colour called Smitten, and that's really nice. And today is 212 stitches. So let me just grab my floss ring and show you the difference. So the red that I've got on the floss ring is called Suitable, and that was day 1. So you can see Suitable is a lot darker and is more of like a burgundy red, and then Smitten is this lighter pinkish red. So you can see those two together. But if I hold it up with the 3 colours, I'm just going to see how gorgeous these are going to look together. So you've got Suitable, which was day 1, First Frost day 2, and Smitten, which is now day 3. And I do love how their charts are really easy to see. So if you haven't had these and you're a little bit nervous because it is like a mystery stitch along, chart for day number 3 has also got day 2 and day 1 on there, so you don't have to worry about trying to place it. All of them are featured on here, and so far you can see more than enough thread. So for each of these so far, I've literally used like one length of the 6 strands. So one length of the 6 strands did this, and then the green as well. So I have plenty of threads to keep using on other projects, or things like there's plenty of other things I can do. What I am thinking of doing is having a look afterwards and finding another Modern Folk embroidery one that I can stitch up with, or maybe trying a long dog sampler. I say that long dog samplers scare me because of how big they are. I do have a few in stash that I could use, but I could do the same thing with the colours on another piece, so I could have multiple pieces that match, and clearly there's going to be enough thread for that. So day 2 is stitched. I'm going to work on day 3 probably tomorrow because it is quite late tonight. So yeah, so in terms of plans, so I really don't have too much of a plan of what I'm going to be working on each day. Some of these Flossmas videos may be a little bit repetitive because it is literally a daily capture, and I started work at 7:45 this morning. I didn't get a break today, so I've done 7:45 until 11 p.m. Things were just so busy that by the time it got to my break time, it was just continued through, which actually was a lot easier because then I could slow down in the evening. And then I did when I got back to my room, I finished it. Well, I'm on call, so I finished at like 10:30, got back upstairs, and then I've just been doing a little bit more stitching on the mill hill because these are a lot easier to stitch. And this morning when I got up, the first thing I did was work on my advent stitch. So the plan at the moment is I get up in the morning. If I get up with enough time to stitch, I am stitching on my advent. When that is stitched, I can then pick up another piece. So I do want to get this mill hill finished by the end of this week, which I don't think will be that much of an issue because realistically, stitching wise, I've got one of her legs left to stitch and then it's just beading. So that I don't think is going to be a huge issue, and I will work on that after I've done my advent. So that is my plan. And like on my days off this week, I don't really have at the moment a huge amount of plans and things going off and things that I need to go and do. So realistically it is going to be get my advent stitch and then I can stitch on whatever else I fancy during the day. I do need to this week get my Cricut out, and I need to do some Christmas crafts. I want to work on some Christmas cards. I recently treated myself to the Cricut Joy, so I want to do some cards with that. I went out last week to Hobbycraft and picked up some like holographic cardstock, some mirror cardstock, because there was no way I was spending that much money on the Cricut Joy cards. You can simply do it yourself by just cutting down the card. Quite simply, it's so much cheaper to do that way. But I want to do that. I also have the students' Christmas stuff that I need to work on, which I really think I'm gonna be chilling and watching a movie. I saw on Netflix that I keep getting advertised for the film Joy, which is the IVF treatment one. I am tempted to watch that, so if you've watched that, let me know. I've just finished rewatching the series Victoria on Netflix. I did enjoy watching that, and I started today watching The Hour. I had that on in the background while working earlier. But yeah, so let me know, which Flossmas series are you watching? Which FlossTubers are you watching? Because I would love to get a little list going, because when I am working or when I get up in the morning, I do like to have something playing that I can kind of watch while getting ready. And I think I want to try and get into the routine of having like a Flossmas that I can start watching in the morning, and then having maybe one or two of an evening that I can watch before going to bed, because I'm nearly like, I started watching The Hour, but I need to focus on that, and I do like to get a little bit of stitching in the evening, but I'm finding that like this evening I was watching more of the program than I was stitching. So I'm definitely think I'm going to be putting some Flossmasses, some FlossTubers Flossmas videos up because I find that if I'm watching flosstube I can stitch along and just glance up as I need to. So I'm gonna stop now because I am rambling. I am really tired. I'm also starting to feel like I'm coming down with something. All the students recently have been ill, and I don't think I am ill. I just think I'm so tired that I just need to go to bed. I need to put the stitching away. I'll take my photo of my advents, but yeah, so not as energetic tonight as I would be in other videos. I'm just absolutely knackered. So I am going to turn the camera off. I'm going to go and get ready for bed. And yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. Happy stitching, guys. Have a lovely evening and thank you so much for all of your support. It means the world to me. Bye, guys.